Once upon a time, okay, no, that's not how this story goes. I heard a post this morning from someone that I listen to every day, like hopefully you listen to me every day. And he brought up some great points that I already do some of. And his name is Darren Hardy, and I listen to him 5 days a week. One of the things he talked about was making these decisions in your life that save you from having to ever make that decision again, or very seldom ever making that decision again, and how big of a time saver that is. And so a few of the things that came to mind for me personally, so these are my things, they don't have to be your things, but you've probably made some decisions like this that help you eliminate a lot of turmoil and grief in your life. So one of the things that we do, it's a decision, like Darren made a decision. He was offered in to get on the ground floor of this company, and it was easy peasy decision because he said, I never do that, not anymore. And then the guy offered something else, and he just was able to say no because I never do that. So what are some things in your life that you've already made that decision years ago that have saved you a lot of grief? One of the things that we did in our family came based off a decision that I made early on in my life, and that is that I will never do drugs. And this body has never had any of the illegal drugs in the system because I made that decision a long time ago. So we did the same thing with our kids back when they were in the DARE program, the Drug Abuse Resistant Education. I don't even know if that's around anymore, but Nancy taught that program for 20 years. And one of the things we just kept telling the kids over and over is you've already made that decision. You never have to make it again. So don't give in to the pressure at high school and college because the decision's been made a long time ago. So far, it appears like that worked for us in our family. Another thing that Nancy and I, especially like since 2008, have decided is we don't do debt. Now, that's just our choice, but it took us a long damn time to get out of debt, and I can't even explain to you the feeling that you get when you don't owe a single penny to anyone, anywhere, ever. So I like that feeling, and if you ever choose to get out of debt and you don't like that feeling, you can go borrow some more money. But I don't like doing that. If I can't pay cash for it, we can't afford it. Another thing that I don't do very often is turn on the news. I maybe listen to it if it's on the radio at the top of the hour, 90 seconds or whatever. That's all the news I can tolerate, ever. So that saves me a lot of grief because when I do hear news, sometimes that top of the minute stuff or top of the hour, it pisses me off. And I'm like, no wonder I don't watch news. So for years and years and years and years, I just don't watch the news. And people sometimes wonder if I'm living under a rock. But as far as I'm concerned, it hasn't hurt me a bit to stay current in the world. So what are some decisions that you've made or that you can make? One of the things Nancy and I also don't do is we don't borrow money to family. And we've done it before where we just give it to them without any strings attached because Thanksgiving's coming up this week. And if you owe somebody money or they owe you money and you're in the same room, Thanksgiving dinner tastes different. So we just don't go there. So hopefully this helps you, get you some ideas of some decisions that you can make that will just save you eons of struggle and time wasted of whether or not you should do something. Hope that helps, and I hope you have a great week this week. One of the things I already wrote down for the week, because we're going to be around a lot of family, is just to enjoy my family and friends. So I will talk to you tomorrow. Thanks for being here.